When I say Tuesday, you say Newsday. Tuesday. Haha, wasn't that fun? I'm your host, Andrew, and this is Crypto Espresso, your teeny tiny daily shot of caffeinated crypto headlines. Since it is the Tuesday Newsday and we have a lot to cover, let me jump right in. First up, Dr. Craig Wright, the man who claims to have invented Bitcoin, has been awarded just £1 in damages by the High Court in the UK after a libel trial. He had launched legal action against What Bitcoin Did podcaster Peter McCormack, who had repeatedly said that Wright was not Satoshi Nakamoto. A judge has now ruled some of the evidence submitted by Wright was straightforwardly false in almost every material aspect, and said he was not a witness of truth. Justice Chamberlain added that it would be unconscionable for Wright to receive anything more than nominal damages. Wright's legal team responded by saying they welcome the judgment insofar as it finds that McCormack has defamed Dr. Wright and caused serious harm to his reputation in all of his tweets and YouTube interview in issue. He plans to appeal the adverse findings of the judgment in which my evidence was clearly misunderstood. McCormack also responded by saying that the process is not complete, and while he wasn't prepared to make a further comment, he did say, "I want to thank my lawyers and their diligent work on the case. I also want to thank Mr. Justice Chamberlain for this result. We are very pleased with his findings." A music album that's being released as a non-fungible token could end up racing to the top of the British charts. Muse have announced that they're releasing their 9th record, Will of the People, as an NFT later this month. The band could make history in doing so, as their past 6 albums have raced to number 1. The official charts company says it's always strived to move with the times and take into account the new ways music is being consumed. Chief Executive Martin Talbot said, "NFTs are a new exciting format and the potential for which is only just beginning to be explored, and I'm sure will play a part in the official charts for years to come." A woman who tried to hire an assassin using Bitcoin has been sentenced to 10 years in prison. Jessica Sledge previously admitted that she had attempted to use WhatsApp on her cell phone to arrange a murder for hire in September of 2021. But whoopsie-doo, Jessica actually hired an FBI special agent to commit the killing. She paid Bitcoin worth $10,000 across 3 transactions in October of that year, and the undercover agent later called her, confirming that she was paying for the murder of the victim in conversations that were covertly recorded. She was arrested after traveling to meet the faux assassin and giving information about the target. The intended victim was thankfully not harmed. And finally, years after the initial coin offering craze, jail sentences are starting to be handed down to criminals who conned investors out of millions of dollars. 2 men in California are waking up in federal prison after being sentenced for duping victims out of $1.9 million and lining their own pockets with the proceeds. Jeremy McAlpine will spend 3 years behind bars, while Zachary Matar was handed a 30-month term in a separate hearing. Both men had founded Dropple, which promised to provide and manage crypto investments for users, including a new digital asset called Drop. More than 2,000 investors were taken in by false claims that they would receive profits every 15 days, with annual returns between 24 and 63%. But you know what's not too good to be true? The end of our video. That's too bad to be false. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click on that little bell icon to get buzzed whenever new Crypto Espresso video goes live. Now listen up, because we want to hear from you. Yes, you. What are some stories that we missed today? What should we be focusing on? What do you want to hear from us? Let us know in those comments below. But don't forget to ask Alex in the description below. Ask Alex if you want to learn more about today's headlines or crypto in general. Alex is also a great resource on all things Web3 and the metaverse thingamabob that Mark Zuckerberg wants to rule with an iron fist. And with that, I've been your host, Andrew. These have been your jam-packed Tuesday Newsday headlines, and we'll see ya tomorrow.